Have you ever wondered how important this thing, the club face, matters in the golf swing? We're going to talk about it coming up. So, the club face, how important is this? Well, I can tell you this. The physics of the golf swing say that where that ball starts has a direct correlation mostly with where this club face is pointing. So, for instance, I have 3 golf balls set up here. If I come into impact and my club face is pointing to the left, I got good news for you. The ball's not going to lie. The ball has no prejudice. It has no idea who's hitting it. It just knows, hey, I'm pointing left, the ball has to go left. So again, if I come in here like this, at the moment of impact, if that's where I'm hitting, sure enough, that's where that ball's gonna go. What if I come in like this? Where do you think that ball is gonna go next? Well, it's gonna go out to the right. So essentially, what does a golfer need to do? Well, a golfer needs to learn how to control this club face. Now, today's video, I'm not gonna get into all the different ways because there's different philosophies and theories, and I have a little bit of my own, which I'm not really gonna dig deep into that today. What I do wanna show you with the purpose of this video is to really show you the why the club face is so important, and really that we wanna, almost bring everything back to the club face. The golf swing at its bare roots. And to find root causes, it starts with where's the club face? I hitting anything right? Well, the club face is open. Well, why is the club face open? And that's when we dig into the swing. So what I have set up here is I've got an intermediate target. This orange stick is an intermediate target. So my target is those 2 trees out in the background. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to hit 3 golf balls. Now I tell all my students this, and this is imperative. You can't hit the ball straight until you are able to hit it crooked in both directions on purpose. So a lot of my students say, well, I can hit it crooked. I hit it crooked all the time. I hit it out to the right all the time. Yes, you do, but can you hit it to the left on purpose? Can you sort of call your shots? And this isn't about, trying to make you draw it and fade it right now. I just want to hit, people say, I just want to hit it straight. Well, I can't get you hit it straight unless you know what it feels like to hit it crooked in both directions. So this first drill, what we're going to do, I'm going to hit 3 golf balls. And I'm just going to take like chip shots or pitch shots. And this is how you have to start this drill out, okay? So the one here, I'm going to hit to the left. Then I'm going to take this one and I'm going to hit it out to the right, and then finally I'm going to hit this one straight. So I'm going to get in my normal setup and I'm going to hit this one to the left. Then I'm going to come up to this one and I'm going to hit this one to the right. If I can feel both those things, what holds me back from dialing it in and hitting it in the middle? So how am I doing that? How are you gonna do that? Well, the second part of this, I'm gonna show you a good visual aid or a drill on how to start feeling what we call this club face awareness. All right, so this is the visual that we're gonna use. How many of you out there have played ping pong or tennis before? Those two, if we call them sports, well, tennis is for sure, but ping pong, if you call it a sport, it requires some sort of an awareness of where the angle that you're hitting this ball at. So, for instance, if you were gonna make a forehand stroke, okay, and put some top spin on it, it might look something like this. If you're gonna hit more of a cut shot, it might look something more like this. So I have to have some sort of an awareness and feel for what am I doing here? Well, I'm using my hands and my arms to control the angle at which I hit it. So this, I've taken the ping pong paddle and I've attached to my golf club here, and I'm going to use this as a visual for when I'm swinging if I wanted to hit more of a draw or close the club face, okay, it might feel very similar to a top spin shot in tennis or ping pong. If I was going to hit more of a cut shot, it might look more like this. What's interesting is, I think from your camera view there, you can see when I hit more of a draw, you're going to see the red. Here you're going to see, you're not going to see the red, you're just going to see the black. So I'm doing what? Well, I'm controlling or manipulating that club face. Now, I will say this is kind of a caveat to this, because you know, the way that I teach, and we all have our different, you know, beliefs and how we want to do things. I like to have minimal amount of club face rotation, okay? And when I'm teaching the swing, that's really what I'm trying to get people to do. With that being said, we still have to have some sort of feel and awareness of whether this is closed or open. We call that pronation and supination, like this. Those are kind of big fancy words for essentially rotation. The more and quicker that happens through impact, no, I'm not a big fan of that. But when, you know, if you have zero awareness of where that club face is, it's going to be really hard to control where your golf ball starts, as like from when we did this drill here, starting at left, right, and straight. So I'll even use this, again, left, right, straight. What does that feel like? Okay, so use that analogy, use that feel to try to gain some club face awareness. Okay, so remember the importance of that club face, how important it is. Get some club face awareness, do those drills. If we do that, hopefully get some good control of that club face, start hitting some quality shots. Hey, if you like this video, please remember to hit the like button, subscribe below. I'd love to hear your comments. We can get some good dialogue going that way. Until next time, get aware of that club face.